That's a really nice button hand, the ace-queen suited. Punish the blinds. Ace is under the gun. And not gonna really make too many moves in this hand. Too many people to beat. The aces take it down. Kind of disappointing. I get check raised. Take one off. Turn the nut flush draw. So got two ways to make nuts here. Hard to fold. Make the nuts stone cold. Got a nut draw here. How much will you call, sir? Will you call 30? Or ma'am, whatever you are. Can't call 30. Alright, you accurately put me on a flush draw, which wasn't hard to do. Didn't really disguise my hand on that one, unfortunately. Okay, that's a pretty good flop for me. Pretty bad position though. Ace queen. Just put another 2 cents in there. Sometimes I'll add juice my raise up a little bit depending on the number of limpers. I limped into this spot uncharacteristically. I decide not to bet out under the gun here. And I'll take one there. Playing that passive. 10, easy call, easy call. Check. Flop a flush draw here. Just fold that. Let's try and pick this one up right here. Okay, this one is gone. Double paired board. See what happens with this ace king hand. This was a interesting play. Like making a big raise into a field of limpers. Just isolate. Especially with a hand like ace king, because you're going to have other hands dominated so often. If you can get them heads up. And that's a good bag card. Flush gets there, but I have a redraw at the nut flush. So probably should have just made that 6. Well, what is he gonna do? The flush doesn't get there for me. Probably checking the, if he would have called, I probably would have checked the river. I'm checking behind a lot of times when the when there's a decent amount in the pot, like there's $1 or something there in the pot. I have a hand with good showdown value that I'm good with a lot of times, and I don't want to get bluffed off of a pot. I'll check behind on the river a lot of times. Just so I don't reopen the pot to any shenanigans. Okay, that's worth a raise. That weird little bet he made. Again, I'm playing very straightforward. And he just throws his hand away. Might have even threw the best hand away. Okay, squadoosh. Ace-10 off from here. Nah. I'm going to raise with it. I would have probably raised with it from here, because I don't like, you don't want to open limp a hand like Ace-10, and I wasn't in the mood to play it for a raise and end up getting, you know, a caller here and a caller here, and then get to the flop and what am I trying to hit, a 10? I don't, you know, if I hit the ace, then, you know, got cold callers behind me that often have better aces. So it's a very easy raise from the button, and it's a difficult raise from early middle position. Well, don't know how that would have worked out, but I would have made a pair of aces. Okay, I've got right here what looks to be the best hand. I'm going to raise here. Raise here with the king queen suited. Take that 4 cents down. And we're going to semi bluff out here. The scary ace card, and then check fold. He checks behind. Now he knows if he has a pair he's good, and he has a pair. And let's pump this up. We're raising a lot of pots. For a couple of reasons. Number one, raising is more fun. And if we always raise with premium hands, we might not get action later on. So, and I'm the proud owner of an 8-high. And he's got a pair. A gut shot that I won't call. Nothing in the pot, and the board was paired. A lot of times I'll play call with a gut shot in non-optimal settings, you know, like gets a heads up opponent with a small pot. But whenever I hit a hand like that, I want it to be the nuts. I want it to be, when I hit that hand, I win. Bingo. Over. I don't want to have to hit my hand and then sweat whether, first of all, whether I actually have the best hand or have to worry about the full house, and then have to sweat, you know, what's the river going to bring? Is the river going to pair the board again? And, you know, play those queens kind of weak just for the heck of it. What happened to those aces? Where are they at? I hadn't popped up again. I wonder if I won. No, we're still waiting. Yeah, I can't. Not calling half pot for that. Oh, this guy's disconnected. Alright, limp in here. Flop top pair. Not really what I was looking for, but I'll take it. And we're going to take a flop on the button with the 9-10. It's kind of hand that can make some big pots for us, hopefully. And I do flop a pair, so I'll take a card off. Hand actually got better with the 2 pair. Rep a queen. Get a little bit out of line. Really making it look like I have a queen. And apparently he's got a really good hand. So I'll just check behind. Yeah, well, it wasn't a great hand, but probably could have got him off of it. Lost my courage. Lost my will. Okay, let's put in a nice little raise. I'm getting a little spewy on some of these tables. Spewy. I got off to a nice lead early. And we're not going to continue continuation bet this time. You shouldn't always continuation bet. I think you should usually continuation bet, and this is almost always good. Look, we make 3 5s with a ace high kicker. Pretty good hand. Pretty hard to get action. Guess I should have let a card peel off there. Let's fold that. At least let those guys let an overcard hit and let those guys think their 2 pair is good. That wasn't an optimal way to play that hand. Another reason to raise with the pocket pairs sometimes, medium pocket pair, is you want to actually build a pot. So if you do hit your set, there's something that the other guys will think is worth fighting for. If there's 8 cents in the pot, how much are they going to call if you hit? Not much. Probably going to peel one off for 6 cents. And something to always look at, you see a 5 of spades came off here. Something to look at, if a 7 comes off here, it's not going to make the flush because I hold the 7 of spades. So, which is important. You don't want your bingo card to also bring your opponent their bingo card. So if I didn't hold the 7 of spades there, I might not even peel one off. Just because one of my, half of my outs are tainted, possibly, potentially tainted. Good clean outs are what we were looking for. And we're getting a lot of heads up action here. And that's not really that much fun.